Good afternoon, folks. The weekly newsletter is being presented to you right now. Get ready for breaking news headliners. I'm your host, Lester Zoom Headley. This is the second in the series for the weekly newsletter and headliners. What stirs our boat this week? What is stirring up the boat this week with the headliners and the sidebar notation? I came across an article and I urge you that everything I'm saying to you in this newsletter, I want you to research and read it for yourself. Because as I said in my first series, this is the second one. In the first one, I said the news have changed dramatically. Right now, you have one item being discussed all the time. So I'm bringing something new. And thanks to you all people for supporting me on the TikTok platform. 400 and odd people actually supported within 2 days. So that is great. So this is the second in the series. Walmart, they're advertising comfortable Crocs and clogs. They say you feel like you're walking on air. Bear in mind that Walmart is no longer a cheap, reasonable retail entity. It is also expensive. So go out there and look for what they're advertising in these new Crocs and clogs. You can pull it all up, see it for yourself, and I ask you to share it. Number 2, it seems like there are some kind of hiccups centered around the US-Iran negotiation deal. Some chaotic happenings. Actually, you should read it for yourself because I'm not going to dive in too deeply within that. There are some troubling concerns up ahead, it may seem, and it's not all that dandy. So, we might have to stick at it, go at it once again, and make sure that a deal is reached, a deal where we can understand really what's going on so that all the prices and gas prices don't skyrocket and hit us any harder in the pocket. So we just have to make sure to that. Number 3 headliner. I'm going to go back in time for Michael Jordan. June 19, 1984. He was not the number 1 draft pick in the NBA. He was the 3rd, actually. Just acknowledge his greatness. Not being the first, but could turn out to be the greatest ever living basketballer ever. That is a benchmarking example of excellence, determination, commitment. When you speak about Michael Jordan and certain names, you automatically stamp excellence. Hey, we also heard that the British Prime Minister might be resigning this week. And actually, he has resigned. I don't understand what it is with these British leaders. They seem unable to serve out their terms in office. But you need to read more. If you read it more, you will get all the news for yourself. We are not going to have a side table with 6 and 4 people discussing this. You read it for yourself and you get the precious news of what is happening in the UK. Now, number 5, New York to update their hunting rules. The new system is to manage a growing population that has become a threat to local habitats and the public. Well, we have a lot of deers here also in Michigan. So you should read it concerning that. A lot of people, they eat the deers as well. They hunt the deers. They say it's very good food. I don't know because I don't eat meat, so I don't know. Hey, let's go to cricket. Jofra Archer, the outstanding cricket fast bowler for England Test side, is a Barbadian by birth. Do you also know that the most outstanding of fast bowling giants were born in Barbados? There are quite a bit of them. So I'm going to try to call their names quickly and you can research them for yourself. You get Malcolm Marshall, the most honorable Joel Garner, Wayne Daniel, Sir Wesley Hall, Sir Charlie Griffith. You got so many of them. Ezra Mosley, Sylvester Clark. There's so many. We have about 10, 12 outstanding great fast bowlers. Barbados is actually the mecca for fast bowling giants. So you can research that little country in the Caribbean, research the greatness and sports excellence. Look what is it to be Michael Jordan. Let's go back to Michael Jordan, because back in the day, he could have walked away from $275 million a year from Nike simply because he wanted to be associated with Adidas. And that was back in 1984. Nike brand was then new at the time. Nobody really know what Nike was about. We never know what is before us really. But look what happened. His mom, she steered him away from the Adidas contract and he signed with Nike, and look what greatness, what great profit, what great money-making venture happened. You must listen to your mom, okay? You can read up more about the Michael Jordan story. Hey, I'm going to share another outstanding son, legend, a great legendary 6 feet 8 inches, Joel Garner, the most honorable, wanted to be a batsman until spotted by the great Seymour Nurse, who was a test batsman for the West Indies cricket team. He asked him, why such a tall lad like you doing batting? You should be bowling fast. The rest is history. He turned out to be one of the all-time greatest fast bowlers ever lived, ever played the game. You should research Joel Garner, the most honorable. Read up more concerning the great iconic fast bowler. You should read up and see more. In the sidebar for the newsletter today, the sidebar, no matter what, no. Don't matter how powerful, how rich you may be, how poor, how skillful, how talented you are, just how you treat others and your offspring and your charges under you lesser than your self-setting standards, it shows up your ugliness. It shows up your lack of integrity, your understanding, your happiness and purpose. That's the gospel truth. Now, let's get back to some news. In Barbados, this week, a couple of nights ago, you had an armed robbery. And they rob and they continue. But hey, they met their match. As they attempt to rob another place, luck ran out. So I tell you what, luck ran out on them. Okay, they ran out of luck. I tell you, we don't encourage violence. We don't support violence. But we ask that people will decide not to commit crime and cause such unstress, uneasiness among the living environment, the public setting. No crime is good. Small, big, medium, indifferent, or medium has no size. It is crime. I ask you, ladies and gentlemen, to support this news headliner as I bring this second in the series. And this news is going to be international all around the world. Hey, look, don't forget the Soccer World Cup. France played yesterday. Fantastic game, right? Fantastic game. We are going to get some really great games from this Soccer World Cup. Hey, let me remind you also, 40, you're not old. Remember Serena Williams. She made a comeback. Come on, Google all the news headliners that I have shared with you and enjoy this newsletter for this week. Remember, it's coming out once weekly. So until the third edition, stay tuned. I ask you to keep an open mind. I urge you to keep an open mind. I urge you to support the initiative, the newsletter. I'm going to be bringing news headliners to you and asking you to research whatever I report so that you can read for yourself and nobody place opinions in among there. And this will be your weekly newsletter. I'm your host, Lester Zoom Headley, reporting once again, news headliner, breaking news. Thank you for supporting me. Enjoy it. Thank you.